Hey guys, how you doing? Uh, Today we're gonna talk about a compound bow and how to shoot it and everything. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my bow. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Uh, the bow that I shoot is a Diamond Black Ice. It's a great bow. I really like it. Um, so when I'm gonna start from the beginning, from knocking the arrow to pulling back and shooting everything. So when you're wanting to knock an arrow, I've always been told that if you never, let me get the bow up here. When you're putting it in, you always wanna make sure that trying to get it so I can see you guys can see my loop, pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So when you're knocking an arrow, I've always been told the odd side is up. So as you can see, we have two yellow fletchings and a green. So that means the odds would be up. And when you put it in, you want to make sure you hear this click. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's got to click in. If you just kind of half-ass put it in there, and you go to draw it back and shoot it, it's gonna dry fire your bow basically, and you're gonna have derailments off your bow, all kinds of stuff that's not good. That'll cost you a lot of money to get fixed. But when you're knocking it, you want to make sure it don't click, but you want to make sure it's all the way in. It should be kind of hard to pull out. And on my bow, fuck. Sorry about that. When you have it in, on my bow, I got a arrow kind of holder right here. If you can see, it's right here. It's like a little. It just holds your arrow, and then here's the rest. When you when you shoot it, or when you draw your bow, it raises the arrow up. If you can't see it, see the string right here. When you pull it back, this part of your bow comes back, and then it pulls this back like that. Just like that. Just pulls it straight up, and it lines the arrow straight. If you can't see, it's angled kind of down. When you pull it, shoots it nice angle. But anyways, now that we're done talking about knocking the arrow, I'll talk about pulling back and everything. First, let me talk about my release. Let me just set my bow down real quick. I shoot it's a True Ball. I really like it. The good thing I like about it is it's tied to a piece of rope, basically. It dangles, and when you have it on, I know the ones with like the whole they're like the I don't know, they have the whole metal piece that's attached to the release part. Those can just get in the way. The thing I like about these is you can, well, at least I do, I can tuck it back in here like that, and I have my hand free. I can use my grunt call. I don't even know. I can do anything, I guess. I can climb my tree stand without hearing the clank of the metal piece. I know a lot of people, they can't put their release on until they get in the tree stand because of it. But that's what I like about this, that you can put it on while you're at the truck, tuck it down in, climb up your tree stand. The only thing I worry about is this part. It's kind of metal. But, yeah. It's a real nice release. I mean, pull it back. It's real nice. But, okay, I'll get back to the bow. So let's talk about drawing your bow now. I put my release back on. Now, I hope you guys can see, but I've always been told that it's best that when you're drawing your bow, you pull it straight to you, then up. But sorry. I've always just kind of drawn it right back like this. Oh shit. I've always just drawn it straight back to my cheek. But I've noticed that when you bring it to here and up, it does somehow help, but I think it's easier if you're in a hurried shot, kind of get it right back. But you never want to, I don't know, you just don't want, I don't like doing it. But when you want to make sure your bow is tuned in nice, so when you're pulling it back, you don't have to put it up in the air and come back. I have this bow set at 70, and I can pull it back just fine. But yeah, I mean, it's a great bow. But you want to make sure your draw length is set right, your draw weight is set to your comfort. So now that we're done talking about the drawing, we're going to talk about basically on where to, like an anchor point kind of stuff. Now, when you're holding your bow, I had a problem of just holding it, but then I started to look at the I started looking at the look of the grip. Have noticed that when you're shooting it, I used to hold like that, but you have to make sure. Hold on, you probably can't see it because my quiver. Anyway, when you're holding it, you never want to hold it just regular. I've noticed that you put it like that, not like that. You want to make sure it's in your grip. That way, when you're drawn back, you can just hold it like this, so you can see how it's kind of see how my fingers are straight forward. That's how it wants to be, because when you hold like that, they're angled down. You want to make sure like that. So, now let's talk about when you're drawing. When you're drawing it, when you draw it back. Now, a lot of people have problems. I like to put it'd be okay, hold on. It'd be this knuckle, your index finger knuckle. I like to put it right behind my ear, but you want to make sure you don't jam it in there right real tight, and you don't want to keep the string real tight against your cheek. You just want to make sure that when you do, you make sure you have it there. And then I like to put the edge of the string around the tip of my nose. Just real lightly. And I have my bow set so that I have enough. It's far enough to get here, but it also touches my nose very lightly. And if you guys couldn't tell, I don't have it pressed against my cheek. Maybe a little bit down at the crease, but other than that, that's how you do it. Whatever fits you, I guess you can shoot, but that's just my way of shooting. I've also been told that when you're shooting your bow, I guess I haven't been told. I guess I've noticed that when you're shooting your bow, you never want to jerk the release like real hard. You just want to kind of let it be surprised when it goes off. Yeah. It don't take much for you to get your release opened up and it's already gonna be flying. Because all that pressure in there, it's just gonna automatically want to open it up. But so yeah. That's about all I have for this video. I think I've gone over basically all the basic stuff you need to shoot a bow, but I mean, I'm sure there's a million other things you have to do in order to shoot your bow correctly, but that's all the stuff I've done that's helped me over the years be successful with a compound bow. Oh, I know one more thing. I always had trouble when you're sitting at a tree stand and you have like a deer walk underneath you. You never want to bend at your shoulders. You want to bend at the waist. That'll completely mess up your line of sight somehow. I don't know how. It's weird. You don't bend at the waist. It is scary, but that's another reason why you want to wear a safety harness, because that'll catch you if you go to fall. But I have a 3D target set up in the backyard with a tree stand set up in my yard out at about 25 yards, and I just work at shooting like a pop can or something right underneath my tree stand. I just bend over. I mean, it's not very high, maybe 12, 13 feet up off the ground, but it works. It gets you used to bending over, shooting out of the tree stand, down at the ground. Just for fun, I was shooting at a toad, straight down. I ended up hitting right in the head. I mean, it takes practice. You gotta practice a lot with a compound bow to get good at it. So yeah. So, that's my video on how to shoot a compound bow. Thanks for watching. Bye.